welcome to a fresh new episode of Science Monitor, our weekly update on all that is happening in the field of science and technology in and around the country. I'm Aishwarya Kapoor with you. We have many exciting stories in store for you today, but before we move on to them, let's take a look at the headlines. Honoring Indian science, Chairman Rajya Sabha felicitates researchers. Safe drinking water, nanotechnology brings new hope. Natural and cultural heritage, Kangchenjunga National Park, India's first mixed site. In our In Focus segment today, we will try to understand the research and development going on in the agriculture sector in our country. And now the news in detail. From the reusable launch vehicle technology to successfully launching 20 satellites together, researchers at ISRO have been proving their scientific acumen time and again. Honoring these scientific contributions and technological prowess, Honorable Chairman Rajya Sabha felicitated the scientists, engineers and technicians of ISRO in the recently held monsoon session. More in this report.
The indigenous technologies developed by researchers at ISRO has been applauded worldwide for their ingenuity and technical robustness. Added to the long history of technical achievements of ISRO are the recent reusable launch vehicle technology demonstrator and the feat of launching 20 satellites together. Curtains lifted for the monsoon session of Rajya Sabha on 18th July with felicitations to the researchers, engineers and technicians of ISRO who were part of the recent technological successes. In his opening speech, Honorable Rajya Sabha Chairman Mohammad Hamid Ansari congratulated the scientists, engineers and technicians who were associated with the RLV-TD and Cartosat-2 projects. Applauding the team for their contribution towards these landmark scientific achievements, Honorable Chairman wished the scientific community success for their future endeavours.
Credit for both these landmark achievements goes to our scientific community working with ISRO. On behalf of the House and on my own behalf, I congratulate the scientists, engineers and technicians who were associated with these projects and do hope that they will continue to scale greater heights and make the country proud of their achievements. We wish them all success for their future endeavours.
While RLV-TD, India's first winged body aerospace vehicle operating in hypersonic flight regime, was launched from the Satish Dhawan Space Centre in May, ISRO successfully launched 20 satellites together, including India's Earth Observation Cartosat-2 series satellite using PSLV C-34 in June. With these feats, India has strengthened its position among the nations leading in space-faring technologies.
Contamination of groundwater with arsenic is a serious threat to human health. But armed with the funding of $18 billion and nanotechnology, one IIT professor is all set to make drinking water safe. The research involves nanomaterials-based water technology to remove arsenic from drinking water.
From arsenic and fluoride to pesticides, mercury, cadmium and lead, a myriad of chemicals can find their ways to the water we drink, resulting in diverse kinds of health issues. Saving lives from the arsenic threat is the novel Amrit water filter, a byproduct of IIT's academic research and entrepreneurial skills of Nano. Amrit, which stands for Arsenic and Metal Removal by Indian Technology, is a nanotechnology-based water purification technique. The filter, which functions purely on gravity, can purify water of arsenic in less than a minute of contact time. The filter is currently installed in 750 locations in West Bengal, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and Karnataka and provides arsenic-free drinking water at a cost of less than 5 paisa per litre to nearly 5 lakh people. The filter has been developed by a team of students under the leadership of Professor T. Pradeep from IIT Madras and commercialized by InnoNano Research Private Limited, a startup at IIT Madras Incubation Cell.
Our objective in creating nanotechnology was to create affordable clean water. In Indian context, we defined affordability as 5 paisa per liter of clean water delivered at home. So on the kitchen table, we should be getting clean water at 5 paisa per liter, drinking water at 5 paisa per liter.
What is more, Amrit is now backed with venture funding of $18 million by Nano Holdings, based in Connecticut, United States. With this venture capital, while InnoNano will expand its premises to have a new research lab of 5,000 square feet size operational at IIT Madras Research Park, Amrit filter will also be available in many locations across the world. Dr. Pradeep and team is also developing on the existing technology to enable filtration of fluoride, natural iron and industrial pollutants such as lead, mercury, cadmium and copper.
Lowlands, steep-sided valleys, spectacular snow-clad mountains, lakes and glaciers. The mesmerizing Kangchenjunga National Park in Sikkim is culturally and religiously significant. Believed to be the sacred land, the national park is also a rich biodiversity hotspot. This is the reason why the 40th session of the UNESCO World Heritage Committee has declared Kangchenjunga National Park as India's first mixed World Heritage Site.
Unique lowlands, spectacular snow-capped peaks, sparkling lakes and pristine forest. This is the Kangchenjunga National Park, tucked away in the eastern hilly state of Sikkim. Kangchenjunga, the heart of Beul or hidden sacred land as believed by the Tibetan Buddhists, has great cultural and religious significance and is home to a diverse species of plants and animals, not to mention world's third highest peak of Mount Kangchenjunga and Zimu Glacier. Acknowledging the uniquely rich blend of natural and cultural heritage of Kangchenjunga, the national park has been inscribed as India's first mixed World Heritage Site by the 40th session of the UNESCO World Heritage Committee. The approval follows the recommendations of the International Union for Conservation of Nature and International Council on Monuments and Sites, the two advisory bodies of UNESCO. Kangchenjunga National Park is known for exhibiting one of the widest altitudinal ranges and with its unique terrain comprising extraordinary vertical sweep, along with lowlands, steep-sided valleys and mountains, is a global biological hotspot. The national park harbors a wide range of ecosystems, from subtropical to alpine, and has India's most significant biodiversity concentrations. Kangchenjunga National Park is home to a significant number of endemic, rare and threatened plant and animal species and has the highest number of plant and mammal species recorded in the Central and High Asian mountains except China. The national park is also known for its large number of bird species.
And right now, we'll take a very short break. We'll be back with more science news. Stay with us. Welcome back. After the break, you're watching Science Monitor. Let us now have a look at some important science and technology activities happening in India and abroad in our segment Science Express.
In the era of interdisciplinary science, here is yet another example. Genomics technologies have integrated with archaeology and have succeeded for the first time in sequencing the genes of 6,000-year-old barley seeds. The seeds, estimated to be 6,000 years old, were, through radiocarbon dating and DNA extraction, discovered along with some other plant remains from the Yoram cave in Israel, close to the Dead Sea. As the country eagerly awaited, the monsoon session of Rajya Sabha started on 18th July with the announcement of the much-anticipated Regional Centre for Biotechnology Bill. The bill, which was passed successfully with a voice vote, will now boost the biotechnology research in the country by providing for setting up a Regional Centre for Biotechnology, which will act as a mentor institution and focus on training of skilled manpower as well as work on research and development under the auspices of UNESCO in the National Capital Region.
So this centre shall take up research and innovation and also impart education and training in the new areas of biotechnology at the interface of multiple disciplines of science and also impart degrees in biotechnology.
As the monsoon session started, the bill, which was earlier passed by the Lok Sabha this April, was presented by Science and Technology and Earth Sciences Minister Harshvardhan. In a major step towards curbing pollution, the National Green Tribunal has banned diesel vehicles older than 10 years in New Delhi. The ban comes with immediate effect. According to reports, the Environment Court has also ordered the Delhi government to cancel the registration of vehicles more than 10 years old. The ban comes after the findings that the capital city has one of the poorest air quality, owing to too many cars, especially diesel-fueled vehicles. Philanthropy has no end, proves 15-year-old Vishal, as his heart was transplanted after he was declared brain dead by doctors. Vishal, who had met with a road accident, was declared brain dead at Trivandrum Medical College, and his heart was airlifted to Lizzie Hospital in Kochi and transplanted to a patient suffering from peripartum cardiomyopathy.
The organ is basically allocated to the patients who are listed on the KNMAS wait list. So heart is going to the hospital Ernakulam, liver to KIMS Hospital, and both the kidneys are allocated to Government University Trivandrum.
Other organs were also donated, with a patient at Kerala Institute of Medical Sciences receiving the liver and a patient at Government Medical College, Trivandrum, receiving the kidneys.
In our last episode, we explored how high-yielding, disease-resistant plant varieties developed using tissue culture techniques are revolutionizing agriculture. The agriculture sector in India is today largely driven by science. Researchers are developing novel technologies to aid the farmers and increase the yield. As a result, we are today to a large extent self-sufficient in terms of food production. In our next segment, In Focus today, we will discuss the research and development going on in the agriculture sector in the country.
Agriculture, an extensive sector employing a considerably large population, is the backbone of the Indian economy. Over the decades, India has developed one of the largest and most complex agricultural systems, and these play a vital role in the socio-economic development of the country. the agriculture research system in India, one of the largest research systems in the world. It is also incredible how within a short frame of time since independence, India has been able to quadruple its food grain production. The progress, needless to say, can be attributed to intense scientific research and technological evolution. Indian agriculture heavily depended on traditional farming methods. With frequent famines and low agricultural productivity, food was scarce and malnutrition and starvation was common. The situation changed with the mechanization of agriculture and advances made in biotechnology by the country, which led to the Green Revolution in India. During which agriculture in India increased its yields due to improved agronomic technology and led the country to become India self-reliable in terms of food.
कृषि में हमारे सबसे बड़ा बदलाव जो है वो हरित क्रांति जिसको हम कहते हैं उस दौर में आया है, जो 1960 और 70 के दशक में हमारे यहाँ परिलक्षित हुई है। और इसमें ख़ास तौर से जो सीरियल ग्रेन्स का उत्पादन है, जिनको हम गेहूँ और चावल में ख़ास तौर से ये दो क्रॉप्स के बारे में कहना चाहूँगा कि इनमें छोटी जो प्रजातियाँ, बोनी प्रजातियाँ जो विकसित की गई, उनसे जो उत्पादन में वृद्धि हुई, उससे हमारा सारा जो भोजन की कमी थी, खाद्यान्न की कमी थी, वो पूरी हुई। और इसी के साथ साथ जो फर्टिलाइज़र का प्रोडक्शन, इरिगेशन में बढ़ोतरी और बोनी प्रजातियों के अतिरिक्त जो संकर नस्लें हमने बनाई, उनमें बहुत अच्छी हमें पैदावार मिली। और साथ साथ जो दूसरे तरीके आए बीमारियों की रोकथाम के लिए और सॉइल की मैनेजमेंट के लिए, उनसे भी हमें बहुत ज़्यादा लाभ मिला है।
Since then, many developments have been made and agriculture today uses the most advanced technologies and involves the integration of various disciplines like nanotechnology and biotechnology. Today, the agricultural research needs of the country are addressed through the National Agricultural Research System, more popular as NARS. NARS comprises the Indian Council of Agricultural Research, popular as ICAR, along with the Central Agricultural Universities, State Agricultural Universities, and Central and State Universities having agriculture faculty. ICAR, in turn, is a conglomerate of 101 institutes and deemed universities and 79 All India coordinated research projects. Indian Agricultural Research Institute, popular as IARI, is one of the premier institutes under the aegis of ICAR and is responsible for the research leading to the Green Revolution in India. These institutes focus on basic and applied research to identify and cater to the needs of farmers across the country. Researchers in these institutions have leveraged largely on genomics technology and biotechnology to improve crops.
हमारे देश के वैज्ञानिकों ने भारतीय कृषि अनुसंधान परिषद के अंतर्गत आकर उसके नेतृत्व में ये बहुत ज़ोरदार प्रयास किया कि हम अपने किसान को ऐसी ताकत दे सकें विज्ञान और तकनीक के रूप में कि वो प्रति हेक्टर अधिक उत्पादन कर सके। यानी उसकी भूमि कम भूमि हो, कम समय लगे, उत्पादन ज़्यादा हो, आमदनी ज़्यादा हो। विज्ञान और प्रौद्योगिकी लगातार इस काम में लगे हुए हैं और अब हमारे सामने लक्ष्य ये है कि हम सन 2022 तक हमें किसानों की आमदनी दुगनी करनी है।
Using advanced molecular marker technologies, viable cultivars of cotton, rice, sorghum, pearl millet, wheat, maize, mung bean and earth bean has been identified, while researchers have also decoded the genomes of chickpea, pigeon pea and wheat. This knowledge in turn has resulted in many improved varieties of field crops. Most notable among these varieties include high-yielding, early maturing, drought-resistant, thermo-tolerant crop varieties with higher nutrient and water use efficiency. The research also focuses on developing novel cropping systems suited for Indian terrain and climate. Pest management practices have also undergone evolution, aided by scientific knowledge. Researchers have successfully developed eco-friendly biological control methods like pheromones and use of parasites and predators to produce pesticide-free harvests which can be toxic. Indeed, technology-led improvements have resulted in tremendous agricultural growth and helped India be self-reliant and ensure food security to a large population.
Well, that is all for this episode of Science Monitor. Do tell us how do you like our program. Our email ID is news@vigyanprasar.gov.in. You can also write into us at Vigyan Prasar, C24, Kutub Institutional Area, New Delhi 110016. Well, that is all for today. We'll be back with fresh news stories on science and technology again next week. Till then, keep watching Rajya Sabha TV and think scientific all the time. Thanks for watching.